Welcome everyone to the Winter Classic. We're here for day number 15, as I can get the words out of my mouth. We've got today and tomorrow of regularly scheduled matches, tomorrow being our bumper show, ahead of our tiebreaker battles the following day. So tonight, our one match will set us up, and it is one of the finale matches here in Division 1. It is certainly going to be an absolute treat for you guys. And well, why don't we head into said action just straight away? Because I, for one, really cannot wait to just discuss everything with this matchup and the stakes. So we head to the showdown arena and we let the whoop-whoops begin. This matchup is certainly an interesting one because we've got bottom of the tournament.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio. Alexa Bliss.
Alexa sitting bottom currently of this tournament after yesterday's results where Victoria beat Lyra Valkyria. The potential for a tiebreaker for the 7th and 8th seed could come into effect. Obviously, that will require one of these stars, well, to basically win. Because Fallon Henley, her opponent tonight, also is in a dire situation to face tiebreakers against Victoria. It's a 3 versus 0 point situation as we saddle up to welcome the double champ to the arena.
And her opponent, representing Fatal Influence from Chelsea, Michigan, the undisputed Women's World Champion and the undisputed Women's Television Champion, Fallon Henley.
New side plates in tow for the double champion, who's ready to go to work here against Alexa Bliss. Both actually competing on the same show. This is certainly an interesting affair. One of which that I think could realistically swing in either direction if the champion is not on her game. Last time out, Bliss took down Liv Morgan in a revenge sort of battle. And now looks to take on Alexa Bliss. Bliss looking ready to charge in, as does Fallon. Who's going to hit the first shot? It's not Bliss. It's not Fallon. It's a collar and elbow tie-up. Initiated by Bliss, but realistically overpowered by the champion. The big guns of Fallon Henley on display as well. The dirty tricks of Alexa Bliss can come out as the goddess takes on the cowgirl. And to be honest, this matchup, on paper, you've got to give it to the double champ. Bliss brings a similar sort of style to what Lyra Valkyria did and does. A style that has been conquered by the double champion before. And this is something you have to deal with. If you're Fallon Henley, you need to know how your opponents work. And currently, getting worked over by Alexa Bliss is not a situation you want to find yourself in. Alexa ties up for the second time, and for the second time in total, Fallon overpowering and getting the cheap shot back. A bit of revenge on the situation as she keeps Bliss trapped in the corner, charges in and hits the running shoulder tackle. Alexa, solid as can be, but the double champion, When she is in top form, she is hard to shut down. Bliss has been busted open, and you can't expect anything else other than this run of form to continue from the double champ. Bliss getting a bit cocky. Smart with her shots, but she's caught. Roll-up attempt here. The double champ utilizing her legs to lock in that pin. Only going to be able to get the 1 count, but this is certainly smart maneuvering. And again, Fallon putting Alexa in that corner. Keep her trapped in there. Gives you the best opportunity to go for the win. And while now it's not working out, as Alexa's standing on the back and just stomping the head of Fallon Henley into the mat. It's back and forth affair. Certainly, I would say, in a different situation to what I expected it to be. Hair pull mat slam from Bliss, but caught with a boot from Fallon off the mat. This is back and forth as the roll-up comes through. Alexa catching the double champ. Only a 1 count, but it's sort of revenge for the earlier roll-up that was initiated by Fallon. Obviously, a lot on the line here for this matchup, as we've already finished out Division 2 for the women. As now we look to finish out Division 1 here tonight. A win for both ladies really does wonders in this tournament, and it certainly spices up the seeding. Bliss missing the boot. And it's interesting, obviously in a short form tournament, 1 loss can derail your entire flow, your entire chances in this bracket to finish in a higher seeded position. And, well, for Fallon, losing to Julia, who went on such a great run of form to beat everyone in this division. You look at it and you have to think that, realistically, this could be pretty bad. Because now you've got to make it, or now you're in basically do or die situations every single matchup. 1 loss just ruins your flow, and well, now Fallon's having to take it to all competition, and she did so against Liv Morgan, now having to do it against the other opponent in this bracket, who's now landing some insult to injury. Big time impact there, and well, Alexa's going to return Fallon to the ring, breaking the count at 4. Opts for the cover as that big knee strikes to the back and to the stomach. Gonna only cement a 1 count here on the double champ, but Bliss has been unrelenting while in control, and Fallon's really struggled. Caught here. Gives the back to Alexa, who just delivers a nice rabbit punch in the headlock position. Bliss getting cocky. Charges in and hits the basement dropkick. Fallon feeling the pressure here. Backbreaker connecting from Alexa. And that puts Fallon in the drop zone. Not the place you want to be against Alexa, who hits the Twisted Bliss. Into the cover she goes. 1, 2. The kick out by Fallon Henley. Keeps this match rolling, and Fallon firing back. Grabs a hold of Alexa, but no. Shot back. Fallon struggling to get going. Alexa has really stepped up her game here to deal with the double champion. Double champion, though, gonna set her up. Hits the Famouser. Plants Alexa down. And I think that's the first time in this tournament that maneuver's actually connected. She struggled to land it through most of her performances, but opting for it again here does manage to work instead of going for that hoedown. Off the ropes goes Fallon and hits a punch to the face. Such clean execution by the double champion, who's now starting to feel herself, starting to find the flow that realistically demonstrates why she has been on top here in IPW since the early stages. A big shot to the back of the head. Is now Fallon. Scoops up Alexa. Brings her down with the Michinoku driver. This is Fallon Henley in control, and she is not relinquishing set control here to Alexa Bliss. Scoops her up and slams her down. The double champ goes to the second rope. Not the place you expect her to be, but this blockbuster is something you expect from her. It connects, the pin comes through, the referee out of position. Still going to be able to count it for a 2. Alexa caught, hoedown, connecting. Fallon back into that cover, finding a way to come back into this matchup and get the W. The double champion gets up to 6 points, and that's going to force a tiebreaker matchup between Lyra Valkyria and Alexa Bliss. Certainly ramping up to have quite a few battles in the coming days, shall we say, as we edge even closer now to the Winter Classics climax at New Year's Clash. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I hope you enjoyed this epic round of action. And I will see you tomorrow for a couple of climaxes. That sounds quite wrong, but a climax in the regularly scheduled Winter Classic. And as we have 2 big boy matches in the men's divisions, both Division 1 and 2 in action. You don't want to miss that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Here is your winner, Fallon Henley.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big